Buying a neglected property can be a great way of getting more house for your money, and with a bit of creativity and dedication, you can end up with a unique family home. Empty properties come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, but the one thing they all have in common is the potential to inspire creatively minded buyers, people who can see through the dilapidation to create their own dream home.
Wow, that's striking.
Wow, this is beautiful.
What do you think of that one?
Wow, I really like that.
Wherever you live in the UK, the chances are you're not very far from a property that's lying empty and unloved. But we're going to show you just how these places could become someone's home again. Today I'm showing a couple of house hunters 2 vacant houses that could be the key to their perfect place.
Wow. It gets better and better.
And we'll look at rundown residences that are now pristine palaces. Empty properties can hold surprising promise for the creative buyer with an eye for a bargain. Dee and David Fox have sold the house they lived in for the last 22 years in Sutton Coldfield, as their children have flown the nest, and now they have itchy feet.
We see this as an opportunity now to move away to the countryside, to get some peace and quiet, a little bit more fresh air, and get some country living, some country space around us.
Dave would like outbuildings and space to pursue his hobbies.
My workshop has been a great part of my life at this house, and I will certainly need to replace that in a new property.
And the prospect of getting their hands dirty doesn't worry them.
I'm not afraid of taking on properties that are derelict or in need of renovation. We'll give it a go.
Country retreats are highly sought after, but I think an empty house could be the way to find them the quieter life they crave.
Are we all set for a bit of house hunting today?
Absolutely, yes.
Now, what exactly are we looking for and where do we want it?
In and around Tewkesbury, because it's the ideal location for us both to commute. Dee would commute north, I would commute south. After that, we're looking for rural, really rural, sort of half a mile down a private road, through some woodland, across a drawbridge.
With a moat, yeah.
With a moat and a big kitchen.
I'm not too worried about anything else. I just want a big kitchen. I'll fit in with anything else.
Well, that's quite flexible, I quite like that.
Very, very flexible. Big kitchen.
And how many bedrooms do we need?
Minimum 2.
Minimum 2.
Really.
Yeah.
I've got 2 daughters, my parents, sister, brother, etc., etc., that would want to visit.
So at least 1 spare room, preferably 3, I guess, would be ideal.
It would be
That'd
ideal.
Good, yeah. Or space to build.
Yeah.
Yeah, OK. Now, how much of this renovation work are you prepared to undertake yourself?
Well, a lot, really. We're quite prepared to knock down, build,
make tea.
Renovate.
Make tea? That sounds like you're making the tea and you're doing the building.
We're not frightened of a fairly big project at all.
And in terms of outside space, what are we looking for?
As much as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
So you would happily fill that in terms of garden or vegetable patch or workshops or whatever?
Yeah. Any outbuildings would be a bonus.
Yeah. Well, lots of dreams, but how much money have we got to play with? What's the budget?
About 395,000, but that's tops. The least, the best, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
But particularly with a property that needs some renovation or some building work, we're going to have to come back substantially from that to sort of keep within budget.
Yeah. So 395 with it all done, finished, ready to go.
Yeah.
Right then. Let's see what we can find you.
Oh, please. Yeah, great.
So they want a house with plenty of land, 2 or 3 bedrooms, a large kitchen within rural Gloucestershire. So it's over to me to find somewhere that ticks all of these boxes for their budget of £395,000. Firstly, we're at a house on the outskirts of the medieval town of Tewkesbury. With a 12th century cathedral and beautifully preserved architecture, the town is in an ideal location for both David and Dee to commute to work. No one has been living in this house for almost a year. It's on the market for £350,000, leaving David and Dee 45 grand from their budget for improvements.
Well, let's start with this one, shall we? There you are.
It's very interesting.
Very nice.
It's technically termed a lodge.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I think the giveaway is in these great big pillars.
Yeah.
I suspect it was a gatehouse or a gate lodge to an old estate or farm that was down there somewhere, yeah. As you can see, open farmland to our left there. All in all, however, it comes with 1.2 acres.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's currently on the market for £350,000.
Is it? Right,
Wow.
yeah.
The house is sound, structurally,
Yeah.
but I think cosmetically you would want to...
Put your own mark.
Shall we have a look?
Yeah?
Please, yeah.
Let's go.
Its owners have moved into a nursing home, so it's not been in use for a year. There are 2 bedrooms, a reception room and kitchen, all needing some TLC.
Right. Come in, Dee.
Oh, yes. Very interesting.
As you can see, pretty substantial build. They're not traditionally huge buildings, these lodges, but this one, I think, errs on the side of being quite generous in terms of the space it offers you.
Yeah.
But let's explore. Come and have a look in here. Let's start with this one. As you can see, reception room. That fireplace is electric at the moment, but there is a flue there.
Right.
OK,
So,
yeah.
you know, in terms of the open fire...
We'll open that out, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the windows, both of them. They're really big, and it's quite light and airy.
That's a decent sized room
It
for a
is,
lounge,
yeah.
Yeah.
It is, indeed, yeah.
I mean, it's one of the characteristics of gatehouses is that they do tend to be near roads. That was their job, you know, to monitor who would come in and out of the estate.
Yeah.
But the noise, I'm not noticing it in here.
No, it's quite amazing, really. It's quiet, isn't
Yeah.
it? I didn't think it was going to be this quiet.
The way that the house is orientated, the rest of the building does cushion that, but you can't hear a thing in here, which is
Yeah.
good.
And I mean, if this was a new build, you would hear it.
I'm
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
this
sure.
has been built at a time when, you know, we knew how to build nice, substantial,
Yeah.
solid brick buildings, and, you know, that's one of the advantages to it.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it does require, you know, a new lease of life.
Yeah.
And some real warmth and character.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look next door in the kitchen. Follow me through here.
Sure.
OK, Dee. Is this the big kitchen you were dreaming of?
Well, it's bigger than what I've got at home, but it's not so big.
No.
We need to do something with this.
Yeah.
definitely.
We absolutely need to do something with it, because the point is you can take all of this out.
Yeah.
See the back door there?
Yeah.
I would go through that. There's a little conservatory porch arrangement. I would wrap a kind of garden room around the back of the property.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you end up with a big sort of L-shaped kitchen living area.
Yeah. And I like the view out of the window as well.
That's got real possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's have a quick look upstairs as well and see what we've got in terms of bedrooms.
Yeah.
See if this place is growing on you.
OK.
Thank you.
Upstairs, there's a bathroom and 2 bedrooms.
This is the bigger of the 2, which I suspect would be master.
Yeah, it's a good-sized bedroom.
I
Yeah.
wonder if we wanted en suite, we could go straight through that wall as well, couldn't we?
Well, that's where the bathroom is currently, behind there.
Yeah. So, do you think we could find space to fit another small bathroom, perhaps just a shower, toilet, etc., on level 2 to service the other bedroom?
If you were to give up that built-in storage, that would mean you could potentially free up that space for next door.
That's just about big enough as well, I should think.
Right then, garden.
OK.
Then it's outside to explore the 1.2 acres of land and the substantial shed which would satisfy Dave's needs for workspace.
Yes.
How about that?
Oh, yes.
What you get is all of this rough grass right down to that hedge at the bottom.
That's got lots
Wonderful.
of potential, yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of work to do, Dave.
Thank you, thank you.
As there's structural work to do to the house, we asked a local architect to come round and give us some figures for knocking the kitchen through out into a new garden room extension, putting an ensuite in upstairs and fitting new central heating.
We think that is possible for about £40,000 to £45,000.
That's interesting. Right.
Now, there's a lot to take in with this place, but has it been worth showing you?
It's an interesting prospect,
It is.
isn't it?
It's
A little
lovely,
bit.
and all the space that we have is fabulous.
Yeah. You've certainly come up with the goods on space. Yeah.
OK. Well, hold that thought. There's plenty more to show you.
OK.
Come on.
Taking on a disused house and making it a home again is often hard work, but invariably fantastically worthwhile, regardless of whether it's large or small. Which is just what Tamson, Weston and Woolsey White found out after buying this railway workers' cottage in Staines, just outside London, in 2006.
We came to look at the house after visiting several other houses along this street, which were really out of our price range, and then eventually discovered this one was up for auction. It had character, and although it was dark and dingy, you could see that it had potential.
When the hammer actually went down and we knew it was ours, it was, yeah, get in, we've got it, let's get to work.
It seemed quite daunting at first, but eventually you could see the progress that was being made, which was great.
The house was empty for almost a year, and it took 8 months to bring back to life. The renovation gave Tamson a chance to stamp her own distinctive style on her new home.
I'm very keen on 50s styles, so it's great to bring something back into a home and give it a bit of love and even make a feature of it.
Every morning I can't wait to just look at what we've achieved and just enjoy what we've done, and it's home.
Having taken on a vacant house they bought at auction, Tamson and Woolsey now have a beautiful home which cost them 20% less than if it had already been renovated.
We spent about 188 on the house, allocated about 20k for decoration, and I'd say the house is now worth around 230. We would have never afforded to live in this particular street, so buying at auction was a great way to afford the kind of house we wanted to live in and do it up as well. I'd definitely like to do it again. I've learnt things from this project which you can hopefully take through to other projects.
David and Dee Fox have sold their family home in Sutton Coldfield and are looking for something in rural Gloucestershire. They have £395,000 to spend, and I reckon a vacant home could be the key to getting them the countryside lifestyle they crave. Firstly, I showed them a lodge on the outskirts of Tewkesbury, which at £350,000 was well within budget.
Wow!
Really something, yeah.
Now we're heading about 7 miles northwest of their ideal location of Tewkesbury to Longdon in Gloucestershire, to a 17th century Grade 2 listed 4-bedroom cottage. This former holiday home has lain empty for the past 2 years, waiting for a buyer.
There. Oh my goodness gracious me, yes. Wow.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Oh,
Isn't it?
Dear.
Isn't
That is
it
very special.
Gorgeous.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that really is.
Well, you're quite right to say it's special, Dave. It's Grade 2 listed, about 1640.
Right.
So loads of history to it, loads of character. And I kind of figured you were a kind of roses around the door kind of girl, which is what we've got. Now then, the really good news is that this is on the market for £299,950.
You joke.
Joking.
No, it has been presented and priced to sell. It's a real find, this.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
So pretty.
Come on,
Let's get a look.
Packed with period character, it has a large reception room, kitchen, plus 4 bedrooms. It's strange to think that places like this can lie empty and unrecognised until the right buyer comes along and spots their potential.
Now, on the spec, this is regarded as a dining area, but you can do anything in this space, really.
Yeah. It's so pretty.
Yeah. Come on, let's continue.
Wow.
Oh wow, yes.
Yeah?
It gets better and better.
Oh, yeah, it's so big.
It's glorious.
This is your main living room.
Yeah.
Okay. But you've got loads of space. Whether you go for a separate dining area here or, you know, cosy sofa arrangement there.
Yeah.
What I love about it, though, is that all the beams have been exposed in their natural state, not painted or varnished
Yeah,
or
that's
anything.
nice.
That's how they should be.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a picture book. It's just what I always dreamt of. It's just wonderful.
And now it's back through the dining area and into the kitchen.
Come on in. Now
Very
then,
nice.
how does it stack up alongside the rest of the property?
It's
good.
bigger than our current kitchen.
It is.
I like its layout. I like the windows. Stone tile floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this works for
Yeah.
me as well. I hope it works for you.
Yeah, it does. It's big enough.
But there's more, as off the kitchen is a useful utility area and shower room. Then it's upstairs, where there are 4 good-sized bedrooms.
So how about you in here?
Yeah, very nice.
Now, given that it's listed, there are, of course, issues as to what you can and can't get away with. My guess, though, is that this wall behind us, going into bedroom 3, is nothing special. In which case, if you could negotiate that with the listings guys, opening this up would give you an enormous master bedroom that runs the entire width of the property, giving you this whole end as a kind of master zone, if you like.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a very good idea. And the views from each bedroom, I mean, it just goes all round the house. It's wonderful. It's so exciting.
All right, well, look, we've indulged the inside. Let's get outside.
Where there's a garage and a nice surprise for Dave.
Behind that big hedge and that tree over there, there is an area off of the drive which would easily accommodate a really nice purpose-built workshop.
A big workshop.
A really big one, yeah. So definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
But let's go and explore the garden at the rear. It's very pretty, and maybe it's enough. Who knows? Let's have a look. So there we are, 1/4 of an acre, all in.
Yeah.
A lot of the space is soaked up by this planting, which has kind of got out of control a little bit.
Yeah.
And what you can't see are the views beyond that, which go out over beautiful farmland. So there's a lot you can do here. And I know you like gardening, and it's a big part of what you do.
Because it's Grade 2 listed, there are restrictions as to what can be done with it structurally. Listing considers a building's architectural and historical interest. So with any place of this type, you should consult an architect who's experienced in dealing with such properties and who can liaise with the local planning authority to obtain the necessary listed building consents for any alterations.
So that's what's on offer. For $299,950. Still happy?
Very happy. Very, very happy.
We're talking a great saving on our mortgage repayments on a property that I know a lot of people around the country would die to own.
It's wonderful.
It really is.
You've done well.
Great potential.
It's wonderful.
Brilliant.
Dee and David have seen 2 houses, both of which tick a lot of boxes for them, but are they convinced enough to call one of these places home? We'll find out later on. Taking a vacant house and giving it new life is often hard work, but the payoff can be great for both your head and your heart. Something Carol Fischer knows all too well, having discovered this 19th century 4-bedroom detached house in Surrey in 2006.
The last thing we were looking for was a full renovation project. I don't think we'd ever looked at something as huge as this. The building itself really spoke to me because it was unloved. It was really in a terrible condition, and it was pokey and damp smelling.
The house had not been lived in for 6 months before Carol bought it.
This was a blank canvas. We could do anything we wanted with it. We'd never be able to find anything that we could afford in this location, so it's do it yourself or don't do it at all.
Carol's reward for having the nerve to tackle an abandoned building is creating a home where every detail is bespoke, and it saved her nearly £250,000 on the cost of a newly renovated place.
I think to have bought anything like the 4-bedroom house we have now would have cost in the region of £1 million. Originally we purchased the house for £460,000. We spent a total of £300 on the entire renovations. The Folly is our house to live and love and grow with, but I've certainly got an appetite now for working on other people's living spaces and bringing some of those ideas to bear for them. Every time I come home and I walk in the door, I think, oh my God, this is my house. No one has what I have. No one ever will.
If you want to make a deserted house your own, here is how to go about finding it. Let estate agents know exactly what you're looking for and where, and get them to tell you the moment these gems come on the market. Be prepared to act, because if they're in a desirable area, they can sell fast. And look around your neighbourhood. Some forgotten homes are easier to spot than others. Look out for obvious signs of neglect, like an untidy garden and shabby paintwork. And don't just consider abandoned houses. Subject to planning approval, disused schools and pubs can make interesting homes too. Today's house hunters, Dee and David Fox, have been looking for a rural residence now their children have left home. They want 2 or 3 bedrooms, plenty of land and a workshop or outbuildings for Dave, all in the beautiful countryside of Gloucestershire. I've shown them 2 houses, both comfortably within their £395,000 budget. But has either inspired them enough to make one of them their next home?
We started with the old lodge, that red brick Victorian number. What did you think of that one?
Superb amount of land with it.
Yeah, 1.2 acres.
Yeah, it was good.
The house itself was a very nice house. It was solidly built, got a lot of character. Yeah, it needed things doing to it, but those things could make that into something really special.
Now, what about our gorgeous second property? Grade 2 listed, 1640, and for a fantastic price. I think, Dee, you fell in love with it.
I did. I did. I love it. I think it's wonderful.
And how about you, sir?
The additional work that we'd want to do, we could fit in based on our savings, etc. So we wouldn't need to borrow a great deal above that.
So have we inspired you in terms of empty properties?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to see a property actually empty of furniture rather than a furnished property, because you can sort of think
visualise,
about
can't you?
what you want to do with the property, not have to alter what somebody else has put in place.
Yeah. So what happens next?
Those properties have got super potential. We need to talk about them.
Yeah.
And maybe you've come up with a solution for us. I don't know.
You're playing that very close to your chest. Well, I hate we have, but either way, I'm glad we have inspired you. Very best of luck, guys.
Thank you
very much indeed.
Just like any quest, finding your prize can at times feel like a pretty elusive business, but the message is simple. Hang on in there and it'll all be worth it in the end.